What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Saucy Boy Zay. We back with another video. It's been a long time, man. Today I'm coming at y'all with my 6'8 shooting guard build. We all know the 6'8 runs this game. The 6'8's like probably the best build in the game. The 7'4s is still tough. The 7'4s have been nerfed, sort of, because of the fact that shot contest kind of got, fixed and edited. Trust me, them 7'4s are still demons. So you're going to go straight to the shooting guard. You're going to go 6'8", 6'8 wingspan with a 190 weight. Now, again, depending on what badges you want, you can adjust your wingspan. You can adjust your height, depending if you want more defensive badges, if you want less shooting badges. This is going to give you the sweet spot of all gold on the defense. You can get the Hall of Fame in the shooting. That way you can boost them to legend. And you can, get all the good shooting badges. You still get context. Everything you get here. Trust me when I tell y'all this build. We're going to hop right into it. So for me, this is how I built it. I kind of run point when I play this, when I play with my homies, whether it's rec, whether it's the threes. I run the twos with a big. I hop on the ones court. This build can do it all. Now again, before I even get started, cap breakers are a big thing when it comes to a lot of these builds this year. Whether you're a guard, you're a big, make your builds useful with cap breakers. Don't make your builds and max out all your attributes and max everything out. And then by the time it comes, even this season, if you're a grinder, you already know you have like 6, 7 cap breakers. No meme intended. No 6, 7 meme intended. But literally, you have like 6 or 7 cap breakers if you've been grinding from your crew, from your rep, from the 100 lifetime challenges, from the season pass. There's a lot of cap breakers that you can get, and there's still a shit ton more we can get throughout the year. So you want to make sure you have a lot of space to cap break useful things, and you're not just cap breaking useless things throughout the rest of the year. So we're going to hop right into it. We have the 87 driving dunk. That gives you posterizer and silver. Obviously, that ties in with your 75 vertical. So go ahead and just boost that to 87. You do not need standing dunk, no post control. Driving lap. We all know laps are kind of trash this year. Even with a low driving lap, you can make laps if you get the right animation. It's all about getting the right animation. You can have a high driving layup and you'll miss a lot because you don't get the right animation. Floaters are better than layups. So if you wanted to go higher, but you still have to put so much because you need a high driving lip and a high close shot. But you could always boost your float game if you like doing a lot of floaters. Silver isn't bad if you run the right package. Mid-range, we're going straight to a 93. Now when you start cap breaking stuff, you're going to be able to go up to a 97. If you have this wingspan, 6'8", 6'8", the highest you can go is a 97. So your set shot's going to be stuck on Hall of Fame. Your shifty shooter will go to Hall of Fame as well. Your three-pointer, a 91. That's the sweet spot. I believe the highest you get with that is a 92. So you're not going to be able to get that limitless any higher off of just upgrading. But again, you cap break it. You can go to Hall of Fame. That's exactly how I do it. Again, when you cap break this, you're going to get Hall of Fame Deadeye. You're going to get Hall of Fame Shifty Shooter because this does go up to a 97. So you can cap break it 3 times with your build specialization if you specialize in shooting or whatever cap breakers, however you like it. Just know you'll have cap breakers to get to a Hall of Fame and Shifty and Deadeye later down the road. When you get the pass act, a 71, that's the sweet spot. We all know it. Anything above, I'm not going to say is overkill, but you're not really throwing full court passes and all these type of difficult passes. So 71 is the nice sweet spot. Again, you can cap break it if you want to throughout the year, but 71 is a nice spot. We're going to max out our ball handle that we can get all the animations. I have a 73 strength, which helps me get strong handle. That's exactly how I have strong handle. I got my 86 ball control. Speed with ball is a 76. Now, throughout the year, I'm going to cap break this and upgrade it. So, as time goes on, this will be one of my useful cap breaks throughout the year. I already did my shooting. I started to do a little bit of speed with ball, but my next was my perimeter. My perimeter went straight to a 92. Again, obviously, I'm at an 89, so you see silvers all around. Once you cap break this 3 times, which max out, you have a 92. You go straight to gold challenger, gold on ball. You're going to be perfectly fine. Gold pick dodger. Those are good. And again, you have your build or the badge upgrades, which is going to help you push those. If you want to be a better defender, you can cap break to Hall of Fame. If you specialize in defending, you can get to legend. You can get to the Hall of Fames. You can get all of those things depending on what you specialize in. Now, me personally, I specialize in shooting because I already have it fully completed. So that's just me personally. A 67 steal. I really don't like steals too much this year, other than intercepting, out of the air, which I wish I did put it a little bit higher. But at the end of the day, I still get lane steals because I have interceptor and I can boost it again. Throughout the year, I'm going to cap break my steal, so it will go up. But if you want more steal, again, you're going to have to sacrifice something else. Whether that's your inside scoring, whether that's your ball handle, you're going to have to sacrifice some stuff to put your steal up a little bit higher. Now, again, you're still going to be a lockdown defender. You still get a movable enforcer high because you can cap break it in the badges. All of this stuff goes up to gold once you use your cap breakers. That's really the whole build, man. 87 speed, 80 agility, 70 strength, which again, that gives you the strong handles on gold. That gives you a movable enforcer bronze, which you can cap break. You can put it up to silver, you can put it up to gold with your +2. The 75 vertical, that just gives you pogo, that gives you posterizer, which again, you can cap break later on in the year. If you want to get a higher, posterizer, all you have to do is just cap break it, boom, cap break your vertical, cap break your drive and dunk. Again, there's going to be like 10 seasons of this game. You're going to get all of those from your crew, from repping up. There's a lot of cap breakers that we're going to get. So make sure you build these builds with the intent that cap breakers will be in here. You don't want to build the build where you max out all your useful things, and then the stuff that sort of matters is going to have to get cap break. And even then, you might not even reach it because some things fluctuate depending on the build's position, depending on the height, and certain things is what matters when you start cap breaking things. Alright, y'all, so now we in a park where I'm going to just show y'all exactly how I did everything. Once again, I chose shooting because I was already all the way towards the end, which again gave me 2 extra cap breakers and the badge perk. So those were 2 extra cap breakers I was able to use on my build. The only thing I kind of messed up is I went to a 97 midi accidentally. You only have to go to a 96. You do not get anything from a 97. Not bad having a 97 midi because it's just, goes in a little more. Wish I wouldn't use that cap breaker, but really the only thing I really could have done was put my 3 up, I believe, once. Don't think that even gives me anything, so it doesn't even matter. I also did my speed with ball once again, which I'm going to keep continuously putting that up. And then as you see is my defense, the 92. You do not get nothing from a 94, so there's no point of cap breaking these last 2. You're not able to get to a 95 unless you do a higher wingspan. Those are things you want to look at. If you want a higher defense, you want to be able to go to a 95. You want to get higher in this or higher in that. That comes down to your wingspan and certain things. So build it how you want. This is just how I built mine. Again, cap breakers, you can go a lot of different ways. You can go into the vertical. You can go into the drive and dunk, the close shot, and layup if you want to get a higher float game and finishing game. You can go into your steal if you want to boost up a little bit and get those into silvers. That way you don't have to put cap breaks to get them to silver or gold. You can cap break them to gold or Hall of Fame. Speed, you can put up agility, you can put up. There's a lot of things. Again, we get a lot of cap breakers, man. So make sure y'all are utilizing those the best of your ability. This is how I have my badges lined up. I run on, ball, menace, boost that to Hall of Fame. Now again, you can fluctuate these. Ankle assassin, challenger, deadeye, glove, handles for days, interceptor. You see my limitless range is +2 over there. We have on ball menace, which I have, physical finisher, pick dodger, pogo, posterizer, set shot, strong handles, unpluckable, verse. These are all badges in your primary, your tier 1, or the primary tier 1 spots that you can boost. Your tier 2s, aerial, box out beast, that's useless, brick wall, that's useless, dimer, float game, immovable enforcer, lightning launch, off ball, paint prodigy, and slippery off ball. These are all badges that you can utilize by boosting this way. Now there are certain, you can get your set shot if you want to be less of a defender. I like to be a little bit better of a defender. I don't really need set shot. Most of my shots that I shoot that are set shot are just wide open anyway. So they're free eats, free knockdowns. The shifty shooter I love on red because they're the more difficult shot. Most of the time there's a little contest. They're a little more difficult to hit that runner. Plus, we all know running fades are OP, so why not have that be super broken? But this right here is exactly how I have my build. This is the badges I have tiered. Y'all see my cap breakers. Once again, this is how I have it cap broke. So again, depending on how you like your shit, do it how you want. But this is just the borderline. If you want the bare minimum of being an absolute knockdown shooter, a pure lockdown on defense, you can still dunk on people. You can still finish at the rim with ease. Catch bodies on this build a lot. You can also cap break. Once again, if you're a person that likes to drive to that rim, you could easily, very easily cap break your posterizer, get it to gold. Or again, if you're an absolute physical, person, you can boost it to Hall of Fame if you want, and then have your limitless just go to gold. All depends on your playstyle. That's why you got to take care of these badges and these cap breakers, because it can really break a build, man. But this is it. That is the 6-8 for y'all, man. The 6-8 of death. We all know 6-8's run this game. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you're new, make sure you drop a sub. Comment any other videos y'all want to see. and we out, man.